What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Civics Unlocked, the segment where we unlock political knowledge and lock up ignorance in all of its forms. Today, August 6, 2021, is the 56th anniversary of the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, or the VRA. This is the landmark legislation signed by Lyndon Johnson after the events of Bloody Sunday and the constant applied pressure from the leaders and foot soldiers of the civil rights movement. This act finally put into practice what was already on paper. It gave all citizens the right to vote, enfranchising the black men and women who had been systematically kept from doing so since the inception of this nation. It did so by putting the power of elections into the hands of the federal government, ensuring that all would truly have access to the ballot box. Previously, the states, the county registrar to be exact, would prohibit access through the use of poll taxes, literacy tests, grandfather clauses, and other barriers to entry. And with the stroke of Johnson's pen, all of these tactics instantly became illegal. However, for all the positives it included, the act was only temporary, and it called for renewal after some time. Johnson had to amend it 5 times during his administration alone in order to expand its protections. Now, this hidden in plain sight gotcha clause, if you will, allowed for Alabama's Shelby County to sue the federal government, questioning the constitutionality of Section 5 of the VRA. More surprisingly than the audacity of Alabama to sue was the Supreme Court's willingness to uphold this decision. In 2013, the highest court of the land struck down Section 5, allowing for the re-emergence of the very voter suppression tactics that led to the passage of this act in the first place. Which leads us to the present. Today, when you turn on any real news station, you'll inevitably hear a segment on how the right to vote, especially for black and brown people who live in the South, is yet again coming under attack. It's like a bad case of deja vu, or more pessimistically, it's history repeating itself. Now, it's an old age theory that has been proven true time and time again. When there is black progression or success, white backlash and anger soon follows. In America's 243-year history, this has been seen time and time again. We need to look no further than the voting rights or black suffrage struggle. As much effort has been placed into restricting black voters from exercising their right as there has been to secure these rights. From February 3rd, 1870, the day that the 15th Amendment was ratified, black people have been trying to, in the words of Dr. King, make America live up to what it said on paper. From Frederick Douglass to LaTosha Brown, activists have spoken out against the government and its continued attempts to prevent people from accessing the ballot box. Now, reflecting on the anniversary of the VRA and with recent events, I think there is no better time to explore the world of voting rights and all that it means for this generation and this current time. Now, when I say voting rights, you've probably heard the term, but do we really know how to define it? Or why the heck we should even care about it? Terms like voter suppression, voter fraud, voter depression, and the like get thrown around a lot. But can we honestly say that we understand all of it? Shoot, why do we even need to discuss this anyway, right? All of this should have ended in 1965 with the passage of the Voting Rights Act. Didn't Dr. King solve all of this? All great questions, so now let's answer them. It's time to unlock voting rights in a special series that I'm calling Voting Rights 101. It's going to be the go-to guide for all of your questions on what everyone is hollering about in the news. Over the next 4 episodes, I'll be going through the key terms and people, news stories and legislations to explain the ins and out of the subject so that we're all on the same page. This issue is too important for us to be talking over or past each other. Now, let's take a minute to unpack this so we can get busy changing the world. It's time to unlock it. You ready? Let go.